So today we have Hugo, Michael, Ho and Jeff.
Oh.
Very cool. And we're gonna do 180 kilometers today between Truganina and Drysdale. Too cold, so let's go in.
Clemtravlog.
We just gathered at Arndell Park in Truganina, and now it's around 7 something. We're gonna start heading to Drysdale now, and it's very cold today. It's 7 degrees now. This is the first time of the fellowship ride between Pelotron and OYCCC, as I'm part of the two teams. This route was designed by myself to invite the rest of OYCCC members to ride in the western side of Melbourne. So my plan was to go on Barwon Road to Little River, then to Lara, and get on Ted Wilson Trail through the suburbs around Geelong. Once we hit Barwon River, we will follow the path along the river to Breakwater and get onto Bellarine Railway Trail at Mulep and head to Drysdale. Once we reach the furthest southeastern point of the route, Drysdale, we will do a U-turn towards Geelong waterfront, and then we'll be following the coastline via Bob McGovan Path and Hovells Creek Trail back to Lara, then Little River, and finally back to Arndell Park in Truganina. By the way, in this ride, Hugo did have some footage recorded on his new GoPro. It will be fantastic to have another third-person view in this episode. Why going down? Hey, wrong way! Let's check on Hugo's view and see who led them to the wrong way. Oh, it's Hugo himself! Look at all these people, wrong way! Come on! Come on!
Hey, come on!
Extra climb for you! Hi. Okay. Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. Crossing. Yeah. So we already in 16k. Riding time 44 minutes. So now we are heading to Little River, to Lara. Funny part is Michael, he's riding a gravel bike, he's still leading. Oh my god. There were a bit of headwind while we were riding on Barwon Road towards west to Little River. But it was at this moment, I was overtook by a few senior age cyclists who I just overtook not long ago. They overtook me like without being affected by the headwind. I felt so embarrassed. I even tried to follow tight behind Jeff to gain into drafting position, but I still defeated by the headwind and I was unable to close up the gap between me and Jeff. By the way, Jeff is more than 60 years old, but he is stronger than me. Finally, this is the end of Barwon Road. Hello!
Huh?
He asked me to go first. Oh, he's there. We took roughly 10 minutes of break at the corner of Barwon Road and Edgar's Road to refuel ourselves, and then we continued south on Edgar's Road to Little River, and we had the tailwind with us. With the advantage of the tailwind, Michael, Ho and Jeff had long gone away from us. The competitive Hugo never wanted to miss this race, so he started to chase them and encouraged me to chase them too. End up, it was a race between me and Hugo. I'm trying! 41! I still can't catch up with them! What the hell? With the help of tailwind, I even went up to 46 kilometers per hour. 46? 45! This was the first time I go neck to neck with Hugo while racing him. Felt so satisfying. I didn't really care to see he put in 100%, but I was so excited that I had such a fascinating performance. After all the strong power that I put in, I finally cashed up with Jeff, but I lost Hugo inside. He was too strong. Don't ask me how much power I put in because I don't have a power meter. Anyway, in other hand, I was extremely impressed with Jeff. He was so strong and have never give up. Look at Jeff. 61 years old, still riding so strong. I can't imagine what I'm going to do at 61. Hugo spent roughly 5 kilometers slowing down to keep me company. But once we riding halfway on Farah's route, he thought he was too slow and he wanted to close up with the Tete de la Clos. Oh, sorry, this was not Tour de France. I meant he wanted to close up the gap between him and Michael as well as Ho. So he started to break away and chase them.
Alright, I'm gonna try and catch up to him, see how long it takes me.
Alright.
Doing 400 watts right now, it's not too much. 36 kilometers an hour. Let's go, Jeff, let's go.
Yeah.
Doing all right?
Yeah.
It's the way.
Slow on his bike.
Slow. The bike slow.
Gravel tires.
Yeah. Ho's killing it.
Hey?
Ho.
I know.
He's doing well. I'm gonna try and catch up to him.
Yeah.
What's going on, Ho?
So this was how fast Hugo went to get back into the leader position. Let's have a look on one of the segments on this part. You can see the pace of Hugo after he left me and chasing the rest. It was so fast that he closed up the gap and became the leader of the group. Unfortunately, it doesn't show Michael's and Jeff's effort on this segment. Most likely they didn't put their Strava rides on public. After around 1 hour and 45 minutes of riding, we completed 40 kilometers and arrived in the township of Lara. We decided to stop by at Lara Oval for a second break and refill our water before continue our journey. Let's pass this Oval Creek. Woo! Front there's a bridge we're going to cross. Once we cross the bridge, we cross the Princess Freeway and we're entering Corio. And now the headwind is getting stronger and stronger. I'm riding at 30 kilometers per hour now. My average speed is 24.8. Now we are climbing this bridge, crossing Princess Freeway. Alright, now we are at this Ted Wilson Trail. We're going to ride outskirts of this Geelong and go to the southern part of Geelong before we head to Bellarine Railway Trail. So, like I just mentioned, once we cross the Princess Freeway, which is also known as Geelong Ring Road in this section, we enter the suburb of Corio and we immediately turn into Ted Wilson Trail. This Ted Wilson Trail is a 12 km trail runs along the Geelong Ring Road, which covering most of the outer suburbs in western side of the Geelong, which lead us right through the suburbs of Corio, Lovely Bank, Bellpost Hill, Hamelin Heights, Herne Hill and Fiennes Fort before reaching Barwon River. By the way, who is this Ted Wilson that this trail named after? So, he is a former police sergeant and manager of the Bicycle Coordination Unit. They named this trail in honor of him for his contribution to the cycling through the Barwon Regional Bicycle Council and the City of Greater Geelong Bicycle Strategy. I wonder, will it be one day a trail going to be named after clemtravlog? Here comes the champion! Woo!
cameras at this moment.
Look, it's broken. Ah, yeah. My 360, the mount broken. So the whole 360 fly out and hit my belt. My belt.
Your 360.
In my bag now.
Oh, shit.
I thought this is a good spot for a photo. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that climb. So now we are riding next to this Barwon River or Barwon River. Completed 63 kilometers. Okay, 1/3 of the route. And use time 2 hours and 40 minutes. It's now 10:30.
Good morning. Clement,
Yes.
what's happening, man?
Huh?
Too many people on this trail.
Yeah. Okay. So now we are on the road of this breakwater. We are heading to Drysdale. So now we are at Bellarine Railway Trail. This is the former Blvd station. And third stop, our third stop here. Yeah. After roughly 15 minutes of break, we continue east on the Bellarine Railway Trail to Drysdale. So let me talk a little bit about the early time just now. When we were on Ted Wilson Trail, we were doing good and we were on time until few incidents happened. So when we're still riding on Ted Wilson Trail at Lovely Bank, Hugo took the lead and trying to break away from the peloton. But at the end, he got into the wrong way. Instead of continuing on Ted Wilson Trail, he ended up turned into Cowie Creek Trail and went to the other side of Geelong Ring Road. All of us had to chase him and got him back on the right way. So there's a massive delay.
We went the wrong way.
Yeah. And then, not long after Hugo's incident, my Insta360 bicycle mount broken while I was riding. With my Insta360 camera and my headlight flew away from my bike. I had to pick them up and caused me some delay. I believe it was due to my bicycle mount unable to handle both camera and headlight weights at the same time. And with the bumpy road condition on Barwon Road, Egas Road and Fraser Roads, the vibration from the uneven surface must have triggered the damage. And then once we reached the Barwon River, the biggest delay started here. I didn't expect the Barwon River riverside path was such a narrow, uneven surface path that full of people and turning blind spots. Most part of the path was wet and some parts are even covered by mud that I believe flooded from the Barwon River due to the recent heavy rain. At the end, we end up behind schedule more than 30 minutes. So once we got off from the riverside path, after 9 kilometers of riding on it, we smashed it on the road towards the former Blvd station on Bellarine Railway Trail. We almost reached Drysdale Station. We made it halfway.
That's it, we turn around now, yeah?
Yeah,
So this is Drysdale?
Drysdale.
We made it in.
Yeah. From here you still can go Queen's Cliff, but it's going to be all gravel.
We can push it back.
Yeah.
It's only been 3 hours.
Yeah. Drysdale, the southeastern end of our route, was also where our turning back point. After spending around half an hour break at Drysdale Station, we started our return trip via Bellarine Railway Trail. So, this Bellarine Railway Trail is a trail converted from the historical former Geelong Queenscliff Railway line. It is a roughly 35 kilometers trail links between South Geelong and Queenscliff. This trail is quite straight and most parts are going through the vegetation area. Therefore, there will not be a lot of people using this trail. It was great for us as we tried to chase back those time by getting to Geelong as soon as possible without concerning the traffics and blind spot like Barwon River Riverside path just now. Anyway, with this Bellarine River Trail, I came here last year with Gavin and I made an introduction vlog about it. Although this time we only rode the section between Drysdale and Thompson, but by watching my introduction vlog regarding this Bellarine River Trail, you are able to learn the facts and the information about this trail. I will put the link in the description if you are interested. Guess what? 100 Ks completed. Grand Frondo. Average speed 24.1. Riding time 4 hours and 8 minutes. Very strong headwinds. Making this return trip very hard now. Look at these people. I get dropped again. Ah!
It was at this moment.
You okay? Are you alright? Yeah. Bleeding? Nose bleeding.
Oh, is that why?
Yeah.
Okay, so I just got a blood nose. Pretty random. I'm a minute behind. Let's see if I can catch up. Random blood nose. Yeah, I don't know why. I just got a blood nose. I went to wipe my nose because I kept like blowing my nose thinking it's just from the cold. And then I saw blood. I'm like, what the hell? So then I pulled over, cleaned it all up.
Oh well, let's go. Ooh. Let's keep going. See you. Thank you. So we just stopped by at one of the cafe, a local cafe known as Local. And I had a croissant with chocolate and a coffee refill. Now we start get going. After the break at Local Cafe, we arrived at Geelong waterfront via BC Street in Geelong CBD. In my original plan, we were supposed to get on Cunningham Pier for a photo, but everyone was trying to rush back. Therefore, we bypassed the pier and jumped straight to Bob McGovan path towards north. This 1.5km Bob McGovan path runs along the Geelong waterfront from Western Beach Boat Club to Riverside Pub. It will lead us to Riverside without going on to busy Western Beach route. Although the path was narrow, but the view along the path was stunning. Worth to get on it, and even though we are rushing. By the way, the path was named after Bob McGovan, who was known as the founder of Barwon Region Bicycle Ad Group. This is nice, riding on top of the sea. Hovells Creek Trail. We are heading into Lara soon. You guys want to go Macca's, yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, let's follow Hugo. Hopefully Hugo don't bring us to Holland. Hey Jeff, how do you explain in English go to Holland?
Don't take us to Timbuktu.
Yeah, don't take us to Timbuktu, yeah? That's what we say in Malaysia, don't bring us to Holland. Haha, I just made a joke on Hugo about asking him not to bring us to Holland. Holland is a Cantonese word translated into Netherlands, means don't bring us to Timbuktu, as he had been trying to break away, but had led us into wrong way for few occasions. Why Netherlands? Why not Portugal? Or maybe England? I have no idea. Anyway, this Hovells Creek Trail, another cycling and walking trail in the area of Greater Geelong. It is a roughly 8 km trail, runs along Coral Bay and Hovells Creek, between Lara and Coral. It was named after William Hovells, an English explorer of Australia who partnered with Hamilton Hume to form the Hume and Hovells expedition. They explored this area in the early 19th centuries. And by the way, just a little bit more additional knowledge for you. The famous Hume Highway that connecting between Melbourne and Sydney was named after his expedition partner, Hamilton Hume, who had also visited the northern area of Melbourne. We made it to Macca's. We just have lunch at Macca's, and now we are back on the route. Oh!
It was at this moment.
What's wrong? Why is going there?
I don't know. I think it's going there, maybe.
We should be going this way. Hopefully Hugo don't bring us to Holland. This is not the original route. Alright, so now we are riding on Old Melbourne Road, heading to Little River, and then to Werribee, and then back home. So now we are crossing this river, Little River, which means we are in the township of Little River now. Oh, the tailwind, I mean the headwind, it's crazy. So this is the main township of Little River. We cross the river line at the front. Once I crossed the railway line in Little River, I started to struggle. I was totally impacted by the headwind. Just few minutes after hitting on Agas Road, I felt I started to bomb. And this short 5 kilometers Agas Road had turned into a hell ride for me. Even though it was a very flat route. I believe I was not only impacted by the strong headwind, it was also my mistake that I had too heavy Macca's meal for lunch, which drained away my energy to digest it. Oh my god, this wind! This wind terrible, man. Every time, every time I try to pick up the speed, poof, gone. Just less than 1 minute after we resumed our ride after our final break, this happened. Flat tire! Hopefully just like it.
Meanwhile,
oh my god! I had no idea. Was I too tired or I was too nervous? I didn't even check whether the vault was closed, and when I attached the CO2 cartridge in it, it all gone without pumping to the tube. Lucky I bring two. Alright, ready? What is the work? How come it's empty?
Look, it's already been used.
Oh my god, what's going on? I thought I had another spare cartridge. It was an old one that I already used it. What a nightmare for me. Luckily, Hugo was with me and he lent one of his cartridges for me. Hugo, the lifesaver. Riding 43 kilometers per hour now. I believe just now, not only because of the headwind, maybe I do have flat tire earlier, I didn't notice. That's why I'm struggling. So now, seems like everything goes smooth. Finally, now I'm in the residential area of Werribee.
He had a plug. That's why he was going slow.
I think last 3 kilometers, 3 more kilometers. Oh! We made it! Oh! Congratulations, you all graduate from Western Suburb route.
Can you believe I did that whole ride without clipping in?
It's actually amazing. The click
The
doesn't...
are wrong for my pedals.
Finally, we completed this fellowship ride. We were too exhausted that we packed up and went home as soon as possible when we returned to Arndell Park in Truganina. We even forgot to take our graduation photo and make a summary to say goodbye. So at the end, I have to do a short summary here. So I planned this route on Strava for 180 kilometers for an estimate time of 8 hours of riding time. I don't know why it ended up only 171 kilometers even though we had to do some detour. We spent around 10 hours on this ride but with only 7.5 hours on riding time. So which means we spent 2.5 hours on talking, resting, taking photos and other reasons. Anyway, there were few incidents on this journey to contribute extra content for my vlog. Such as Phil Holland from Hugo, Phil Wrong Way leaded by Hugo, my camera bike mount broken, unexpected poor trail condition, Hugo nose bleeding, my puncture inner tube, and I kept being dropped. Anyway, it was fun although it was a massive long ride. I gained a lot of experience this time by riding with strong riders like them. And it was really fun to see the friendly competition between Hugo and the others. Alright, I believe that's it for this episode. Hopefully in the future I can organize more fellowship rides for both groups, the Pelotron and OYCCC. Not only I wish to see all the members of both groups to attend, this time we're missing out Kevin, Gavin, Chris and Marco from the Pelotron, Hong and Keith from OYCCC. I always hope we can expand both groups with more passionate cyclists. I'm really looking forward to see both groups expanding and getting bigger. Anyway, hope that you like my video. I will see you on my next adventure. Goodbye. Anyway, thank you for watching. Don't forget to click the like, subscribe my channel and share it to everyone. Leave a comment if you have any feedback for me.